Hello, my name is Aaron Brown. I am from Pearland, Texas, so not too far from here. I did my undergrad at Oklahoma City University, majoring in musical theater, and then I got my master's of fine arts from Baylor University in directing. And in between those two, I taught high school theater at Dawson High School for about 6 years, and worked doing directing and choreography and different things in different places all over that time. This is my second year at SAM. So I was supposed to have a production last spring, but of course this little thing called COVID happened. And so I was lucky enough to get to do Violet in the fall, and this will be my second show. I have always loved the growth process that happens in working on a production. When I was performing, I really liked rehearsals and I liked opening night, but then I was like, wait, we have to do this again? Like, how many times are we doing this? Oh, man. And I realized that I like the process way more than the actual performing part. The performing's fun, but I knew for a career I would not want to be doing the same show for months on end. And so that led me down a different path to directing and teaching, and there's a great intersection of directing and teaching, especially in a collegiate environment, because you're working with amazing performers that are hungry and ready to learn, but you're also getting to see them grow as an artist, as a person, and in the role. And so all of it was just a perfect fit for me. You can expect to have a great time, is what I can tell you. I am so proud of this cast and everything they're bringing to the stage. I was telling one of my colleagues yesterday that this cast is phenomenal and fearless, and they will do everything we ask. And I'm like, yeah, so you have to move that and dance, and you're singing. And yeah, then you quick change. You got 30 seconds quick change. You got to be back. You got to do this dance. And then you got to lift this over your head and run around, do this. And they're like huffing and puffing and like, okay, we'll do it. And I was like, and P.S., the show's an hour and a half and there's no intermission, so there is no break. And they're like, okay. They're always like, okay, let's do it. And I love their energy and spirit. It's been inspiring for me. And so just know that when you come to see this show, you're going to have a fantastic time. I will say that the Department of Theater, Musical Theater, the faculty and staff has been extremely dedicated to finding ways for our students to perform. So in the fall, we had two productions that were in person. Kevin Crouch's production of Lay Me Down Easy and my production of Violet. And then we had virtual offerings. And so in the spring, we felt like we had a better handle on COVID protocols and how to keep people safe. And so Richard III was presented. We had the director's debut series that was virtual, and now Once on This Island. And so I just feel like we're getting to sort of the light at the end of the tunnel. The fact that I love seeing everybody with their band-aids from getting and wearing their sticker about getting the shot. And it's just really hopeful for a country, but especially for our college that is so arts-driven. We haven't been able to see the professionals in our business working for over a year. And so myself, my colleagues, the cast, we count it a privilege to get to create art in a pandemic and safely. And so we're just really grateful for the opportunities. I found this show when I was an undergrad, a musical theater nerd, as I called it, an undergrad that was just like devouring cast albums. And this one, I loved the storytelling in it. I love that the story is so culturally based for the Haitian people, and that it's a story of love and loss and forgiveness and the beauty of all of that intertwined with folklore, and an opportunity to involve the audience imaginatively in the storytelling. And the songs are great, and they're dancing their behinds off. And so I was like, yes, 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 for all of these things. And so it's always been on my bucket list of shows to do, and I've done like a junior high camp version of it, but I've always been ready to like sink my teeth into like a meaty production of it, and I am so grateful that it's here with this cast and the creative team and my colleagues and what the designers have done to make the show look beautiful, and the set and the costumes. And Eric, who's my office mate next door, he's our lighting designer, and he's already told me, he's like, I got like 300 some odd plus light cues, and I'm like, awesome, yes, I cannot wait. And I walk in every now and then to working in the theater, and it's beautiful. Like, and so I feel like everybody is given their best to this production, and that makes my heart happy because I love this show so much already. So I'm excited. I think there's something for our audience coming in and just receiving a story. This is a story based from sort of Haitian folklore, and it's really a sort of adaptation or a retelling of the Little Mermaid story. And so there are parallels to that, but it's totally grounded in the Haitian culture. And so when we worked with the designers and on the concept, I said, I want a real life fairy tale. It doesn't seem like it goes together, but we wanted the culture to ground, the Haitian culture to ground the production, but it's still to feel the romance and the magical whimsy that comes with musical theater and fairy tales. And I think we've done a good job of merging those two things. And so know that the cast is going to come in and they are storytellers presenting this tale to you, and that by them presenting the tale, it is asking the audience to participate imaginatively in the story and ride this epic ride to the very end with us. Everything. I won't lie that one of the things that makes this extra special of being on my bucket list and this amazing cast and the creative team and designers, and there's also a role for a little girl, little Timoon, in the show, and so my daughter gets to have her Sam Houston stage debut, and that has been a roller coaster for our family. I don't know if I recommend putting a 3-year-old in your musical, but that's where she is. She's very excited about the dress that Chris, the costume designer, has designed for her and George built, and so she is rubbing it in her brother's face, but it is... I am most excited about that, selfishly as a dad. One thing that I love about working at SAM is that it is a team effort from our musical director, Laura Avery, and our associate choreographer, Kyle Craig Bogard, and we had a guest choreographer, Ms. Lindsay Gary, who specialized in the style of dance we needed for this show. It has been great to work with all of us, with this cast and our creative team to bring the show to life, and so I love the camaraderie and the collaboration that has built this production.